Good morning, campers. I just wanted to do a quick screencast of some information about study hours that will be beginning on this upcoming Monday, August 31st. So here's a quick PowerPoint presentation, and we'll do a quick Teams tutorial as well. So let's talk about study hours. Here's a bit of an overview. So first thing you need to know that study hours happen Monday through Thursday from 4 to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 12 to 6. So these will happen every week that classes are in session, and that's a total of 30 hours from which you can choose to attend study hours. You don't have to do all 30 hours though. What you need to complete is 4 hours per week. You may exceed 4 hours if you'd like, but you need to do a minimum of 4 hours every week, and you can choose any time. And you don't have to do the same time each week. You can, do Monday and Sunday. You could do an hour Monday and an hour Tuesday and an hour Wednesday and an hour Sunday, whatever you want to do. But you have to complete 4 hours per week, and there will be a study hours monitor, basically a former camp student, who will be keeping track of your attendance and your time. In order for your time to count, I would like you to complete at least 30 minutes. So if you log in for 10 minutes and then log out, we're not going to count those 10 minutes. This is supposed to be quality study and homework time, and I feel that 30 minutes is really the minimum in order to kind of get settled and figure out what you need to do and start working on something and kind of really settle in. So that's really the only restraint on how you spend your time, is that I want you to do at least sessions of 30 minutes or more at a time. Okay, yep, you can go over 4 hours if you'd like. Some students do exactly 4 hours to the minute. Other students we've had in the past do 14 or 15 hours a week. They just find it a good place to get their work done. So whatever works for you. All right, this is important. This time is intended to help support your academic success. So you should really be spending your time on schoolwork or school-related activities. That can include email or checking Blackboard. It would also include reading or doing homework or doing library research. Just needs to be school related. Again, I mentioned there will be study hours monitors. So if it is really apparent that you are not paying attention and talking to your friends and kind of just goofing off, they will ask you to leave study hours and you'll lose credit for your time. But other than that, you're pretty much on your own honor. A study hours monitor is probably not going to be able to tell if you're watching a movie for fun on your screen, but I would encourage you to use this time for your own academic benefit. We are going to have you have your cameras on unless you are having something specific going on. Although if you are having something specific going on every single time you're logging into study hours, I will be having a discussion with you about using your camera. We're not trying to peer into your life. If you want to blur the background, that is fine, but we just really want to try to ensure that you're using this time for academic work. So just like in my class, okay? So talk a little bit more. I mentioned study hours will begin on the 31st. That's this upcoming Monday. Study hours go between Monday and they end on Sunday. So you have between Monday and Sunday to get your 4 hours done, and then on Monday your week restarts again. I mentioned we don't have study hours typically when classes aren't in session, but we will actually have study hours available on Labor Day, which is Monday, September 7th. I talked to the monitors and they are happy to host study hours anyway. So again, you're not required to do them on that day, but they will be available for you. We will not have study hours the week of Thanksgiving. That's our only actual break. So study hours will be suspended for that time. You guys will have that time off. Just a note, just like everything else, you're required to do this from your camp scholarship. We've put this into place because while students tend to not really enjoy these, they do think back after their first year and say, hey, this really helped me establish good study habits. So if you do not complete your 4 hours each week, you will lose your stipend. We do not allow students to make up hours unless there are extraordinary circumstances, which you should be talking to me as they come up, not after the fact. So if you miss your 4 hours this week and you only do 2, I'm not going to let you do 6 hours next week to make it up, okay? It just gets too hard to keep track of. So do your hours, do them the week they're due. No excuses. All right. If you are being disruptive, being noisy, persisting in, talking to people in the background and not doing homework or some other way, not conforming to the rules or standards that we set for study hours, your study hour monitor may ask you to leave and you'll forfeit your time. So please be sure that you're doing work and kind of focus on what you should be doing. All right, so I'm going to do a quick Teams tutorial just in case anybody is confused about how to access study hours. Get this out of the way, bring this over. So we have Microsoft Teams. I think you've all been on here pretty often. You have, this is your Teams tab over here. You guys should have this one, the Camp Students Only. You'd have the Orientation to Higher Education Teams. You should be checking these regularly. I post updates. It's important, so look into those. To access study hours, the main way you can do it, if you come over here on the left-hand side and you go to your calendar tab. They're not on this week, so I'm going to go ahead to next week because this is when they start. You will see study hours on each day, Monday through Thursday, from 4 to 10, and also on Sundays from noon to 6. So when you want to access study hours, all you need to do is click on it and hit join the meeting, and boom, you can get right into study hours, no problem. You can also join study hours from your Outlook calendar. Let me bring that over here. And all you need to do is go to your calendar, we'll go to next week, right? We've got Camp Study Hours. We can open this occurrence and you will see the link for your meeting come up and you can enter it that way as well. I think that's about it. I hope this is helpful and I wish you guys all luck. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much.